All right, boys, we are live. To be honest, I've wasted a lot of time. Today. I should have been live probably 2 hours ago. I probably could have been live. But instead, I was debating about doing my predictions and doing a little research, which is hard to do now. And I said, you know what? Rather than sitting here, I mean, this beard is getting large, isn't it, boys? Is this beard getting large or what? By the way, I'm trying to figure out. This might be crazy. This might be the craziest, most obnoxious. Not obnoxious. It wouldn't be obnoxious. There's no way this is possible. Absolutely no way. But how weird is it? I did that video that didn't even get that many views yesterday, right? Didn't even get that many views. I did a video about how shit UFC 318 was, right? And it's just so weird. I don't think there's any connection to this at all. Dana tweets out today how badass that card is. He never does that. Is that not extremely weird? I found that so weird. And in the video, I said they better not move Paulo Costa, Roman Khabib to co-main event. I said something along those lines. And sure enough, they did. Sure enough, they did. How strange is that? That is so weird. Dana's tweeting out about what a badass fight card that is. I don't even know what to say anymore. Breaking news, Max Holloway at a new main event. Michael Johnson versus Dustin, yeah. Imagine somehow somebody sent that video to Dana. Imagine that. I doubt that very much so. But man, that shit had me like, whoa, 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 whoa. Dana's a Joey fanboy, sycophantic. That's the Joey effect. Isn't that weird though? Like again, if gun to my head, I say it had nothing to do with each other. I just thought it was so strange. He tweeted out, "This card is so badass. The BMF card is officially finalized. This is going to be fun in New Orleans." He doesn't even know. Why is Kevin Holland on a main card again? I mean, that's the real thing, but it is what it is. I had to make that video yesterday. I dropped it. It didn't get that many views, but it is what it is. Got 12,000. That's decent, honestly. It's decent. It needed to be made regardless of view counts, so it needed to get made regardless of view counts. But Kevin Holland being on the main card is a disgrace. Paulo Costa's a co-main event. I mean, seriously. Damn, I'm telling you, the beard is humongous. It needs a little shaping up a little bit. But is the beard not getting pretty damn luscious? Is the beard not getting pretty damn luscious? I mean, I'd say it's better than Hamzot's. And it's in a little bit of a disrepair right now. But man, I'm looking at it right now in OBS. It's looking pretty damn luscious. Pretty damn luscious. You don't think Dustin wants that win back though, Joey? What do you mean? Dustin's already beat Max twice. So, I don't know what you want out of me. Damn. I need another 75K video, man. I need to hit that 40K so we can have a 40K party. I'm exactly 1,700 subs away from 40K. John, friends with Dana. Shut up, pizza delivery, dude. I bet the pay-per-view buys are garbage trying to pump it up. Yeah. Shave the mustache and go to Dagestan for 2-3 years. I'll get right on it, my friend. You need a fresh trim with that beard? Maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get a haircut this week. My hair's getting kind of long. Maybe I'll get a haircut this week. Maybe. It's kind of lopsided. I feel like it always sticks out on one side more than the other. It's like a little bit bigger over here. It always sticks out more over there. Could you beat Hamzot? I'd wreck Hamzot, man. Too big, too strong. How wild would it be if Whitaker schools Dave Ritter and calls out Bo Nickel in the upcoming fight night? Is he still under contract? How was he able to fight on another promotion? It's boxing. I mean, it's wrestling. It doesn't really count as anything. It's not fighting. I'm a hardcore. I know Ateba Gutier. You like that? Did you watch that full video, dude? I was talking about units and stuff too. I was talking about units and whatnot. You probably get all the MMA fans to sub to you and call you an alpha if you beat your wife on stream. Probably. That's the way the MMA community is. Hi. Yeah, I do need to get a fresh trim. Your beard makes you look like a terrorist. Okay. I don't know. Since when do beards make you a terrorist? When I think of terrorist, I think of those long black coats. I don't know why. So maybe I'm just crazy. Man, I can't believe the road through Nashville, Tennessee goes through Derek Lewis and Talishan Teixeira. I did see the video. I got units on Carly Judas as we speak. I need Joey Islamophobic. UFC 318 with a crazy, insane co-main Costa Kabilov. Man, it makes me want to shut the channel down for a month. It makes me want to shut the channel down for a fucking month. That's how shit that is, boys. That's how dog doo-doo that is. Let's see what's going on. Damn. Dana posted 318 and said it was badass. All the comments were shitting on it. Dude, we were just talking about that before you joined up. Isn't that weird? That's the first time he's done that in so long. And yesterday I made that video shit. I'm not saying it's related, but I'm just saying, what are the chances of that? Like, dude, it's such a bad pay-per-view. Dana, I'm convinced Dana saw the video at this point. I'm kidding, but you get my point. It's still crazy. He decides he's going to try to promote it after that. Could have made Armin Patty. Dude, Pizza, if you're just going to spam low-effort comments, I'm just going to ignore you, and then eventually I'm going to time you out. Kevin Holland, D-Rod's a featured fight. I know. I swear on my life, I'm not even kidding on this one. It feels like Dana watches my videos and does exactly what I don't want just to piss me off. That's not the case, but it sure feels like it. It sure feels like it. Thoughts on Neil versus Prates being added to 319? I thought that was already official, to be honest. I like that fight a lot. If they had Gary Brady, 319's a heater. Agreed 100%. Agreed 100%. If they add Gary Brady or Gary versus anyone, it's a heater, man. Yep. Ilia's the biggest superstar and has around 11 million Instagram followers, but can't bring those 1 million pay-per-view buys. Exactly. That's why I think it might go away. By the way, guys, I got a theory. I didn't say this, but I got a theory. I was thinking about making a video. I probably won't make a video. You guys want to hear a crazy theory I have? Here, I'll give you some context. I have a theory about the whole White House event thing. Anyone want to guess? Dude saw your video and put Kopylov Costa as co-main because you shat on Costa. Dude, I know. I swear. But yeah, I was debating about making a video. I still may make a video, but it is what it is. I'd rather just say it, and then that way if anybody else says it, I was the first at least. I searched earlier, did not see anybody saying it. Anybody want to guess my theory on that? Did you hear that BJJ guy, Marcus Almeida, getting signed to the heavyweight division? Dana signing everyone there? I guess it's all a campaign. I mean, it could be like a distraction from shit, but that's not what I'm getting at here. Nope. 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 You guys ready for this? Dana White Dana White is in the what's the word I'm looking for? Dana White is in the trenches right now, negotiating a streaming rights deal. Okay? He kept John Jones around to use him as a bargaining chip in that streaming rights deal. Guess what would be a carrot they could dangle out there right now that's never going to happen? Say, man, you guys know how big this would be? If we held a UFC event at the White House, I think it's for streaming rights negotiations. I was going to hold that for myself. I was going to keep that to myself and maybe make a video, but I'm just going to, it is what it is. You guys don't think it's awfully convenient they lose John Jones as a pawn? They lose John Jones as a pawn, then all of a sudden, I mean, what do ultra wealthy people in power always do? They enrich the people around them. Dana helped him promote him with the UFC fan base, and in return, they help each other. So, you should make a video shitting on it because people are hyping up as official. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I should have just held on to that because now makes sense. Low-key, I was going to send you a message yesterday about the same fucking thing, 100% using it to get a better deal. You guys really think it's a coincidence that he threw that out there? Most likely never going to happen. If it does happen, it will not be what you guys think it'll be. It'll be a Fight Island all over again. Got no notification, but you were on YouTube sponsored. What does that mean, YouTube sponsored? What does that even mean? Video called UFC White House is a hoax, and Michael Chandler thinking he's fighting Conor McGregor. I don't know what it would be. You know, I could have made a banger about that, but I just think it's so fucking stupid, man. Baldy really said fun. He did, Andy. He did. Guaranteed it's between two companies trying to drive the price up 100%. Start a petition to strip that liar Dana White as president of the UFC. We do. Dana can't make a good card to save his life, so overall this will be a disaster. It's way overhyped. Well, you know what's crazy? People were laughing at Don Davis for suggesting this card, and I get it to a certain extent. But these people are all Dana White shills, Dana White sycophants. They're like, Don Davis could never put on a good card. PFL, ha ha ha, which I get it. Again, I get it. But they're acting like Dana White ever puts on a good card. Hey, Joey, can you make a video about Dean Thomas? Look, the raper. If you want a Dean Thomas video, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you, all right? So, pony up. Look, I only take video requests if it's something I don't necessarily feel like doing. You got to pony up, brother. Masood Mirza, thank you for the $10 super chat. My DDP take, Chimaev's early explosiveness can smother DDP, drain his gas tank, and shut down at awkward timing. No one's neutralized DDP yet. Hamzot can by keeping him on his back. Who'd you pick? Here's my take, and it's very similar to what you just espoused there. DDP can klutz his way and slop his way through a striking battle, okay? He can get clipped, he can absorb, he can take damage, he can throw back, he can be wonky. You know where you can't afford to be sloppy? You know where you can't afford to be clumsy? You know where you can't afford to be at a skill deficiency? On the ground. Chimaev will choke him out. Bad. Finish him in the first round. He'll go out cold. He'll go out cold. Thank you for the $10, man. I think Chimaev easily beats DDP. It's going to be the craziest victory lap ever. Then everyone's going to say Hamzot was supposed to win after shitting on him and doubting him. And it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. I'm going to be like that Randy Marsh meme sitting at the computer once Hamzot finishes DDP in the first round. I have a theory the UFC's putting on shit cards because ESPN doesn't meet their qualities. I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw dude type up 318 because it's for the hardcores. They're so annoying. I know. I'd like to know how you make money because your show's shit. People give you cash. Bro, I pimp out your mom, all right? Hey, man, you can be a hater. You're literally encouraging people to donate right now. Someone's Mark says, I'd like to know how you make money because your show is shit. People give you cash. And hold on, he says, stop giving Fat Boy money. He's just a big mouth that raps about fighting. It's free to talk a lot of other people. Guarantee you pick more winners than this plum. Okay. Alrighty. If DDP makes it past the second round, he's got a dub. No, he doesn't. I'd pick Hamzot via decision. You saw Royval Moreno call each other out for Noche. I think that's a solid co-main to Diego Jean. I did vaguely see that. Hopefully it does happen. Usman will look better than Hamzot finishes DDP. Usman will look better when Hamzot finishes DDP. I know. The Hamzot Usman win is the most underrated win of all time. Will you miss JDM as champ? Not necessarily. Joe, I checked out this new band, Bo and the Soggy Biscuit Boys. They're heading to 318. Don't worry, they're bringing receipts. He's got a memory of an elephant and ears to match as well. Dude looks like Dumbo. I'm done. Man. What an embarrassment. Joey's search history is Dairy Queen open at midnight. You know, I haven't been to Dairy Queen. I would say probably over 15 years. If I had to guess. I don't remember ever driving to Dairy Queen. That's for damn sure. But good one. The One Who Vapes is in the building. Shout out to the One Who Vapes. Yeah, the Soggy Biscuit Boys. Yeah, they I'm convinced Bo Nickel and his friends definitely play Soggy Biscuit. And Bo likes to lose because if you lose, you win. Shout out to Camille for the $15 PayPal donation. He said, Mark, you can go fuck yourself. I'm being dead serious. He said, go fuck yourself, Mark. Shout out to Camille for putting Mark in his place, man. That's what Mark gets, man. Mark's literally encouraging people to donate in the chat by calling everyone bums around here. Can't wait to wait around for Hamzat to fight once a year. Well, once he's champion, hopefully he won't get sidelined. Paul, thank you for the $20 dono. Up yours, Mark. Up yours, Mark. I asked ChatGPT, how could you increase your subs? Do you want to hear the suggestions? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Thank you for the $20, Paul. I appreciate it, man. I remember Paul hopped in the chat like a month or so ago. Said this is my first dono, but this damn sure won't be my last. Appreciate you, Paul. Did you scare off Sono? No. I'm currently listening to Sad Squatch. Think about the Sad Squatch joke. We got a dono war going on. Camille with the 15, Paul with the 20. We got a dono war brewing. What was I about to get to? Now I forgot that quick. Oh, Sad Squatch joke is something we'll always know. We'll only know. So you should coin the term gambling bros. You're so right about the guys. They're a reason for all this slop we're getting that are the guys in Dana White's matchmaking room for sure. I know. Embrace weekly drama breakdowns with humor. A weekly segment where he sarcastically recaps MMA beefs. No. Fighter Twitter meltdowns or Dana White outbursts. Dana White outbursts, yes. 100%. Add sound effects. Reaction memes. Quick punchlines. I come up with my own quick punchlines. They're not meant to be punchlines, but they are. Fans love chaotic energy and consistent weekly content. I got that one. I'll keep on that one. Collaborate with small creators or fighters. Third, start a hot take short series upload, 60-second takes with titles like Colby's Cooked, and I'll tell you why. I'm not going to do all that. I've considered doing shorts before, but it just seems like a lot of extra work for nothing. It seems like that. Hamzot got his visa now, so he should fight more. Where are the tough 5 guys now? How Dana gaslit an entire audience in 2016. Yeah. Dana said 318 is a badass card. What the fuck? I know. Hold Chandler now. He's 6 feet from the edge, and he's thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Yeah, man. For sure. I get good views on shorts, but not long-term stuff. Yeah, from my understanding, shorts can generate a lot of views, but it's not really worth it for me. It's not really worth it. It's not really relevant to the channel that much. If you get X subscribers, let fans suggest something ridiculous he has to do at that milestone. Watch MMA cards without complaining. Wear a Sherdog t-shirt. All right, I think that's enough, Paul. The gambling bros. Dana, imagine the odds between Dern and Hebos. The better would go crazy for that in the Apex. No other reason that main event happening. I know. I know. I really do know. It's really... It's the gambling bros, man. They're like, I got 70 units on Carly Judas. I got 70 units on Carly Judas. Damn. Hold on. Thoughts on what kind of call out Chandler that if they fight, loser has to retire? Kind of makes sense. Kind of makes it. They both should retire. They're both bums. So, anyone else got units on Fatima Klein this weekend? How can you not bet on Fatima Klein? I got 10 units on Fatima Klein. How do you not? Joey, go get a haircut right now. What do you make of JDM versus Islam match? JDM team seems super confident about stuffing Bilal's takedowns. Bilal never even tried to take him down, and then when he did, he actually did take him down. And I think Islam's the much better wrestler, grappler, so I think it'll be an easy win for Islam. That's what I got. That's what I'm going with. John Jones will wait to see if he can get that Pereira fight. That Tubi Gutierrez fight is off. That just ruined the entire card. Damn, that's canceled now. Bilal took the Canelo shit way too far, way too serious. He did, but he could have won, man. He could have won solely standing, and I wish he would have. What's up, Joey? Always happy to see you go live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sup, bro? What's up, Landon? JH, the type to, I don't know what that means. How is it popular channels that don't even make MMA content can drop a video about the decline of UFC and generate 500K views in a single day? It's really, MMA isn't as popular as you think it is. You know what I mean? Even like the biggest possible videos, like you're really kind of capped at like, I don't know the exact number it would be, but you're probably capped at like max like 200K views at best as an MMA YouTuber, I would say, for one video. So it's tough, man. People don't care about the day-to-day grind. Not as many people care about the day-to-day grind as you would think. So that's kind of the gist of it. Joey, thoughts on Vulk barely having time to really, truly prepare for the Ilia fight? It was a horrible decision by Vulk. Horrible decision. Remember when there was talks of Jones, Adesanya, and heavyweight? Yeah. I knew Jones would wreck him. Thoughts on Ariel bringing up the 2 most unreliable criminals to headline the White House? Not a fucking chance. I don't know. Did he bring them up, or really they were the 2 who kind of talked about it? So... would you rather be around Schmitty or Chelson and Schmitty? You think the White House is happening at all? Absolutely not. No, no, no. Maybe some version. He headlined their video as their names, as if that's even possible. Yeah, but like I'll defend him a bit here. It is probably the case. I mean, Connor and Jones both said something, so that's probably why he did it. So it's not like he just pulled it out of thin air. Who would you like as a guest to celebrate 40K subs? You ever had that thought of doing interviews? Nobody. I'll probably just do a stream. I'll probably just do a stream to celebrate 40K. If we ever get there. We got 1,000 in like a day. 2 days. And now we going back to just grinding, slowly grinding. Which was insane. Damn. You take 3 days off. And you just fought like the last week. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, the last week I took off and killed my channel. I took 3 days off. How sad were you for Jalen Turner's retirement? Not at all. It is what it is. MMA Media shouldn't even say Connor's name at this point. I kind of get it. Joey, why is the second Vulk fight so heavily discredited for Masha? I get it was short notice, but he clearly made adjustments by using the high kicks. Even Max dropped Vulk in the second fight. I think it's crazy they discredit the second fight when at the end of the day, it's not like Vulk gassed out and got finished. You know, he got finished brutally in the first like 2 minutes. Nothing to do with anything. You're making 3K streams, fuck subs. True. Those only come around once in a while, though. Double down on that bone knuckle content. You need to repeat that lighting in a bottle moment. Nah, it's not about that for me. It's not about trying to recreate something. It's about just covering what I think is worthy of being covered. Beard is looking good. Thank you. Appreciate you. Very much so. Think JDM can beat Islam? It's possible. People are going to watch. When Islam beats JDM, I want you guys to truly remember this. When Islam beats JDM, they'll act like JDM wasn't a good win. %100%. 100%. How does JDM beat Islam? Would have to stuff all the takedowns and outstrike him. Exactly, bro. Like you're telling me a Vulk on full camp would have made his chin magically be able to take that head kick. Yeah. I know what you're saying, man. At the end of the day, I get it to a certain extent. But if you're going to discredit that, discredit the Ilia win as well. We want to see you with his shirt off. Do you think Jones comes back and fights Tom at the White House? No. No, I do not believe that happens. How many more fights do you think Thompson has? Hopefully one. It's time to hang him up, man. UFC White House, brother McGregor and Jones are back. Hey, Joey, what's up? Kind of lame we won't get the guy who will stick around defend his belt at lightweight. I could see Ilia bouncing again after one title defense. 100%. He'll probably beat Patty and then go up. Or try to go up. Thoughts on Derek Lewis? Kind of scrubby, but has crazy KO power. It's faster than you think. Hold on a second. Let me see something really quick. Anyway. Does Dana make Aspinall Pereira over Ank? Probably. Days, nah, you're not. You always got faith in my boy. Am I insane for picking Wonder Boy over this week? Kind of, but not like insanely crazy. I don't think. Joe, even if it was on short notice, the head kick was just that. Islam was better and not dehydrated. It's not like it went to decision. I know. But mark my words, they'll act like the JDM win wasn't good either. Just want to say hello. I have to go to bed, but glad to see you live. Thank you. Is Pereira banging Nina? Probably. I don't know. It's embarrassing, man. Did you see that shit they were posting earlier? I retweeted it, but then it got deleted. Shit was the cringiest thing I ever seen in my life. It really was. Gabriel Bonfin is super overrated. Yeah, but Wonder Boy's washed up and old and slow and doesn't have great grappling. I just don't think Bonfin has a paced out wrestle Wonder Boy for 3 rounds. He faded against Dolby after 2. That's true. But what's Wonder Boy looking like nowadays? He's shitting his britches just because of the wrestling. Joe, remember when Islam weighed less than Volkanovski because of less time to rehydrate? Yes. I heard from a friend who knew Alex's ex. There's something going on with Alex and Nina. I really don't give a fuck if Alex is fucking her or not. I'm not some soap opera enjoyer. Some drama. Literally nobody talking about Max Dustin in an exciting manner. They shouldn't be. It's a garbage main event. If Islam beats JDM, Islam should be up for GOAT discussion because he beat 3 division champs who were in their prime and on good win streaks. I know. Joe, do you miss the Apex? No. It'll be back shortly, man. We get Holloway Poirier. We get Whitaker. Day-Ritter. Albazi Tyra is in the Apex. We got 2 back-to-back weeks of Apex fights in August. Joe, is it crazy to say JDM... Wonder Boy outpieced Buckley until he got KO'd. That's true. It's crazy to say JDM is a better win from Hashev than all of Ilia's individual wins. I don't know about all that, but maybe. It's not that crazy. Real cucky, effeminate behavior to be worrying about who man is banging. I'm an Alex hater. Can we skip to Abu Dhabi in 319? Abu Dhabi's pretty good. Who wins, Amavov or Kyle? Amavov. Whatever happened with Thompson, he's still my boy. You bringing in the Chris Weidman's dad behavior, but Wonder Boy's married to Chris Weidman's sister, I believe. Still my boy. If Islam wins, who should he fight next? Shavkat, Ian, or Sean? Winner of Ian versus Sean. Winner of Ian versus Sean. Shavkat says he's waiting it out or whatever. I don't know, man. He's waiting it out. I don't know if that's a good idea. Can't believe Yair Duck Lopez. Bilal needs another title shot. Islam versus Bilal next. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Let Bilal beat up Sean Brady again. Hope the UFC ends this year with a bang. A lot of great fights on the cards. Islam, JDM, Aspinall, Gone, Volk, Evloev, Pico, Sean, Izzy 2, Marab versus to be determined, Whaley, Shevchenko. I agree. Ankalaev versus Pereira too. If Pereira stops being a puss. Loki, I used to back Brady heavily over Gary. I think Gary can outpoint him comfortably. I think Gary will definitely win. The only thing I worry about Gary is sometimes he's a little bit too confident, and he can put himself in a bad position on the ground and then end up paying for it or getting control because of it for a long period of time. Just because he's so confident, he can just worm his way out. Bilal should have got an immediate rematch, sure. Costa Kabilov got changed to co-main event. I know I talked about that in my video too. What an embarrassment that is. Who gives a rat's ass about that fight? I mean, it's literally a disgrace of a card. Is it not? Umar card for O'Malley next. Watch Chicken Boy run for the hills. He's not fighting Umar. So Dana promoted Kid Rock meet and greet in Nashville. Man, I bet you the vibes. I bet you the vibes were insane. Gary's a bit chinny when he gets hit. It's a big reaction from him. He's a bit chinny. Shut up. I don't buy that narrative. Do I think you need to go to the washroom? You should. Okay. 318 is a great card. Great of all time. 318? 318 is a great card? Is that what you're saying right now? Would you kick with Kid Rock and the boys? Fuck Kid Rock and the boys. I wouldn't want to kick it with Kid Rock and the boys. Who'd you back in Prates? Who am I picking in Prates, Jeff? I'll say Prates. But it wouldn't shock me if Jeff exposes him. 318's a good fight night card. This week's fight night card doesn't look too bad in my opinion. It's not horrible. It's not great though. I can't wait to see Fatima Klein and see the dogs barking and whatnot. Jeff just has shit fight IQ. True. Watch Ilia fight Dustin next. You have to make a video about how Ilia's an industry plan. If they make that next, dude, I swear on my life. Just thinking about that makes me want to stop. Do you think Prates has a bad showing against Ian or too much too fast? No, I just think he was overrated in Gary's championship caliber. So I think Prates is still good. But it's tough. Will you be covering 318 come to New Orleans? No. How about his Dylan Dennis? No. Will you be covering 318? Yes. It's time to have a conversation that Dana White has an addiction to promoting new products every other month. He's promoting something new, claiming it's going to take over. I know, man. He reminds me of The Rock. All he does is hawk this and hawk that. Gary has gotten hit by some hit clean by some of the hardest hitters, and people still call him chinny. And ate it all. Any other fight than Armin Ilia for a title fight is an attempt for the UFC to protect Ilia, no doubt. Joe, if I donate 300, will you shave your beard? No. You ain't got 300 anyway. Rob. It was 320 main event, probably Islam JDM. Dustin cost the UFC millions when he snapped Connor's leg. Man, Connor was getting abused badly that night, too. He was getting destroyed, too. Good times. UFC, what was that, 164? No, that wasn't 164. Was it? 264. No, I don't think it was 264 either. Damn. Let me think real quick. I'm not even looking at the chat anymore. I think it might have been 264. Damn, it was that long ago? It was 264. 164, weirdly enough, I think it was Benson Henderson versus Anthony Pettis. It was. I just looked. Always appreciate the takes and loves, bro. And lives, bro. Have a good night. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Connor gets smashed by Dustin. Dude, people were acting like they needed to have a trilogy or a fourth fight. 319 main better. Co-main better be good or else. Agreed. Joey's Ian and Bilal internet feud like your parents fighting. Sure. It hasn't been that serious, man. Obviously, the UFC's scrambling for a co-main. And they're trying to push Bilal into a quick turnaround against a dangerous Ian Machado Gary. And, yeah. Do you think DDP will suffer the same fate as Whitaker? It's possible. I think it'll be worse. I think it'll be quicker. I think it'll be quicker. Belani and Gary will be civil war of this channel. Both are really like guys in the chat. Would you rather fight Ngannou or Tom Aspinall? Tom Aspinall. Connor hasn't been the same since he's seen that boxing money gone soft and folds every time he's met with a good shot. I agree. I agree. Connor is done. He really is done. Is the competition at Bellator PFL is worse or better than Dana White's Contender Series? Better. 100% better than Dana White's Contender Series. We'll see a Colby fight this year? Doubtful. I think Colby's like retired, basically. If he fights, he'll fight one more time. And he's just hoping for like an easy matchup where he can like headline a card or something. How do you think Usman plays in the 170 now? Do you see Bilal and Usman ever fighting? Probably not. Usman's got a big ego, and I think Bilal really hurt his heart. So he'll never fight him. Joey, you are bigger than Aspinall. That's true. How does DDP beat Hamzot? I have no idea. Fluke injury. Fluke KO. You're going to see Joey celebrate when Bilal gets a takedown, celebrate when Ian Gary reverses it too. Hey, man, I would just root for a good fight. All I want is a good fight. How do you think Usman plays in the 170 now? Do you see Bilal Usman ever fighting? I already read that. I'm an idiot. But no, I don't think they're ever going to fight. I think Usman's too heartbroken about it. Will you be rooting for Dustin or Max? Dustin. Joe, one fighter I need to see lose badly in 2025 is Kaio. Dude, Kaio's so annoying. At this point, I basically hate all the fighting nerds for being cornballs. How long do you think Gon will last against Aspinall? How long will I think? I think Aspinall gets finished by Gon. So I'll say 2 minutes. I'll say Gon. Now, Gon first or second round finish. Prediction on D-Rod Holland. I'll pick Holland. Holland's going to win, of course. It's another bomb to fight. I think DDP needs to run at Hamzot in the same manner. Hamzot will never going to happen. And if he does, he's going to get fucked up even worse. He's better off playing it safe, to be honest. That piece of shit really put out a fake tweet saying Rip Askren and acted like it was no big deal. Very bizarre. You don't think Aspinall will be able to take Gon down? Nah. Aspinall's overrated, man. He's not that good. He's not that good. Why do you hate Alex Pereira? I do not hate Alex Pereira or Tom Aspinall. Just because I think they're overrated does not mean I hate them. Does not mean I hate them. I don't know. Just because you're a fanboy of a certain fighter and I don't say everything positive about them does not mean I hate them. All right? But to each their own, I guess. Man. Volkov can also beat Aspinall. Agreed in a rematch. People just can't accept that you always knew Alex wasn't the best in the division, was actively ducking Ang for years. Aided and abetted by Dana White in the UFC. I mean, remember Ariel was saying Pereira, if he gets a win, he needs to just run and never give him a trilogy. I mean, that just goes to show you their thought process. Kaio thought Ben was dead. How do you think he was dead, man? Nobody ever said that he was dead. So, you remind me of the people of Rome. Who will be the first UFC fighter you have on the show? No idea. Definitely didn't already happen. Man, I really wish we got Islam versus Arman back in January. Agreed. Agreed. Do you hate all American fighters? That's the dumbest question, bro. Air really spreading Alex pound for pound #1 propaganda after he beat Bumtree #8. I know. I really know how embarrassing that was. How bad does Islam beat Ilia? Probably subs him. I feel like I got a burp. Notice who Ariel never had Someone said send prayers to the Askren family. He assumed he passed. Well, then he's just dumb as a box of rocks then. I've always thought John Jones would dominate and finish Aspinall. He would. Any chance of Paddy Arman first? No, I don't think so. The best we can hope for is they give Arman a title shot and make Paddy fight Gaethje for #1 contender. Joey, also remember how Ariel and all his fanboys were using Alex's excuses? He was sick in the bum tree fight. That's why it was competitive. I do. 318 is the first event where Joey can 100% smoke everybody on the card. Agreed. John Jones would smoke Tommy. He would. How bad does Strickland lose to Chimaev? Horribly. He horribly loses to Chimaev. It would be bad. Closer to the mic. Paul, I can't lean back for a few minutes. I got to be all up on the mic. I got to be all up on the mic, screaming at the top of my lungs. Strickland teeps Chimaev to hell. Hearing Gaethje versus Ilia being targeted for 322. God. I mean, what a disgrace that would be. And people will act like it's an amazing win when we all know Ilia's supposed to win that fight. Imagine DDP wins. He's not. He's not going to win. Alex Lerner being a company man doesn't end well. They might give him a heavyweight title shot. Who's under the desk tonight? It's still open, man. It's still open. Joe, you dropping a video today? No. Time to go to sleep, Joe. You look really tired. I wouldn't say I'm really tired. I'm decently tired, but maybe it's because I've been trying to go to sleep earlier. Jones gave Tom the belt in fear of his life. Tom by Boston Crab. And does Alex have a better chance of beating Tom or Alex? Tom or Ank? Honestly, I'll say Ank only because Ank is the better striker, so Ank will strike with him. Tom's ragdolling him right to the ground. But do I really look that tired? Damn, boys. Maybe it's just because it's 12 o'clock at night. I got these bright lights shining in my face. I was going to do predictions tonight. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. I don't care. I don't know. This card, I'm just like, don't care. How old is your dog and where's the Connie Course's life inspectee? How much do you and your fiance exercise him, her? Damn. This is a job interview. He's 4 years old. I think life expectancy is 10 to 12. And he gets lots of exercise. We take him running. We take him for a walk every day. Unless it's like crazy bad weather. We get a big yard. He runs around in as well. Take him on hikes all the time. So lots of exercise. He's crazy, crazy fast. I like take him to like a field and throw a frisbee. He runs underneath of it and then catches it in the air. Like he'll be next to me when I throw the frisbee. He chases it down and catches it while it's still in the air. Hank said he's going for double champ. Might as well, man. Someone said DDP can win against Ank. Do you understand what Ank would do to DDP? Do you run with him? Sometimes. Remember when Sean screamed at Izzy's face and didn't do anything? Yeah, I do. All for a picture. One thing I kind of noticed was when Ank was on the come up, he was more a vicious fighter, constantly getting the KO, but as he rose up the ranks, his finishing ability kind of diminished. You bum-eaty bum, Joey. Shut up, Bitsy. Don't pop into the chat and start talking shit, man. Bitsy the bum. Paul's looking through your window, Joey. Fair enough. Joey, does Hamdi Abdelwahab beat Tom Aspinall? Sure. Can we all be in agreement that Ank is a much better striker than Tom? I think Ank would beat Tom. I mean, obviously at heavyweight anything can happen, but I think Ank would beat Tom. Strickland versus Joe Pyfer? No. Where's Poverty Pat? Unsure. Marcus, thank you for the $4.99. If Islam can't gain weight for 170, do Ilia versus Islam for the new 160. Don't give them that idea, dude. More divisions for no reason? We're going to do more divisions for no reason? We going to do more divisions for no... Who's saying Islam can't put on weight either? He's got months. He's got 4 months to put on weight. Thank you, Marcus, for the $4.99. I don't want more divisions. We got an all-female boxing card already. We got one championship title fight headlined by 2 women. So you want to say all fans, y'all like what women MMA fights? Y'all like watching women's fights, want to get MMA fans' perspective. I don't mind it. Joe, I will cook you in a fight. All right, dude. Joe, if Tom was forced to stand with Alex like Ank, how would that go? I think Alex beats Tom on the feet. Probably. I don't know. At heavyweight, it would be different. That's a hot take. Ank would outclass Tom, and it wouldn't be close. Aspinall's heavyweight speed. Dude, I'm being dead serious. Ank would make Tom look bad. Really bad. Better than a BMF belt, though, Joey? Yeah, but why do we need so many divisions? But sure. Sure. Whatever. I don't want to... I mean, we haven't seen Aspinall go deep in the fight past the first round. Yeah, he goes to the second round with Arlovsky. What's new in the MMA world? I've been out of the loop. Nothing really. If Mahasha versus Ilia were to happen at 170, I would rather we never see that fight because it would just be a fight that only benefits Ilia because Ilia gets undersized excuse. Yeah, basically, if Ilia wins, he's a god. If Islam wins, oh, well, it's because he's up at 170. Joey, who wins, Ian Gary or DDP? Ian Machado Gary. Said he would not start new wars, but that's bullshit because I can feel a dono war about to break out in this bummy chat. I don't think so. Not tonight. I don't think a dono war's a brewing tonight. I don't think we got what it takes. Bitsy the bum in here. Aspinall does not have a heavyweight speed. He's fast as fuck. These haters. He's fast as fuck. On the feet, both Alex and Ank would make Tom look bad. I only pick Ank to beat Tom because of his takedown defense and pressure. Yeah, Ank would beat Tom. He would make Tom look bad. I remember Ilia was supposed to fight Jan at 135, but it fell through. I vaguely remember that. I feel like. I don't remember when that was. Wasn't it at Fight Island or something? At 135? Didn't he used to fight at one? He never fought at 135 in the UFC, right? I don't think so. If Islam looks good and strong at 170, I don't think Ilia can beat Islam at 170. He can't. You will. Yeah, I'm sure you will. I can't wait till Ilia sleeps your goat. Well, okay. Joe, do you think Ank will be able to back up Tom majority as much as smaller men? Probably not. I don't think Tom's going to get backed up. And I think Tom could clip him, but I think Ank would win. I would pick Ank. I wish that fight would happen, matter of fact, since Pereira's ducking. Ilia won't beat Islam at any weight. Yeah, I'd pick Islam at every weight class. I'd pick Islam at every weight class. Shout out to Big Dean in the chat. Islam at times can have bad striking defense. I guess at times. But you could say that about anyone, man. You could say that about Ilia against, what's his name? Jai Herbert. You can say that about him versus Yusuf Zalal as well. So. It's funny because Ank can literally go out there and dominate Tom and no one will talk about it. I know. Costa Comain. Ew. Watch Vulk interview with Mighty Mouse. Pretty cool. 2 goats. Ilia at times had bad grappling. Yeah, he got out-grappled by Bryce Mitchell. Got out-grappled by Bryce Mitchell. That's real bad. Joey, how are you going to if Ilia beats Islam? I don't know what that means. If Ilia hit him as much as Volk did, Islam would get KO'd. That's a fact. Well, good thing Volk only hit him in the 5th round. Bryce Mitchell has meth strength, though. If Alex goes up to save heavyweight, they should have Ank chase him up at heavyweight and snatch his belt again. Dude, why should Pereira get a title shot up a weight class after getting dominated the weight class down after ducking the #1 contender for years and being a fraud champ? Someone please explain that to me. In what universe does Pereira earn a title shot up at heavyweight? I mean, what an embarrassment that is. I think Islam will beat JDM. Cuz Shama. Okay. You notice you don't hear that no more. You don't really hear much of people saying Shama. Shama. You don't hear it no more. Joey, how are people saying Ilia outgrappled Charles? He had him in the crucifix for like 3 seconds and immediately Charles sweeps for a leg lock and Ilia just escapes by panicking. I don't know if he was panicking, but either way, he didn't. It wasn't any long-term grappling domination, but Ilia's a very good grappler, but I just don't think he would outgrapple Islam. So. I've never seen a fight as humbled as O'Malley. O'Malley got embarrassed. Andreas, thank you for the $2. Shama. Are you more confident Islam beating JDM or Chimaev beating DDP? Chimaev beating DDP. Have you seen the Sean O'Malley leaked video? No. What does that even mean, bro? What is that even supposed to mean? But okay. When is this Harrison Nunes fight going to happen? It's going to be one of those fights that doesn't happen for another year, huh? Shout out to Andreas. Thank you. Do you predict O'Malley's next fight? They'll probably give him Figgy or Font. Salsa Boy would smoke Alex on the feet. Ain't no light heavyweight getting past him. Yeah, Salsa Boy would smoke him. What's up, Joey? Did you see Lucas Tracy's GOAT list? No. I have not. Could Islam beat DDP? No. Too much aside. Now, you know what? Honestly, probably. Size difference would be a big problem, but I think he's way better, so yes. Is there an incentive for UFC to stack cards if they move away from the pay-per-view model? I don't know that. I don't know. No telling what the UFC is bound to do. To be honest. Good night, fellers. Good night, Snaglord. Joe, will Chimaev become your new favorite fighter over Gary if he desists DDP in one because of how confident you picked him against Rob and then DDP? I don't know if he'll be my favorite fighter, but he's one of my favorites to watch. It's not even about anything else. I can't wait for Pantoja Van. I love that matchup as well. What female fighter would smoke male fighter in their division or below? I have no clue. Maybe Kayla Harrison, but I don't know. Man, I kind of want Islam Shavkat. I know Islam. A lot of people are going to be like, Shavkat, you haven't fought in 6 months, blah, blah, blah. But, man, Shavkat Islam's a banger. Guys, if you could like the stream, I would appreciate it. I think Whitaker gets choked out by RDR. Enjoy the stream, Joey. Peace. I'm dipping back to work. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Thank you. What unranked contender in any division you think would give the champ a run for their money? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I have no idea. Off the top of my head. I have to really think about that one. But that's tough. I want Islam Gary. Dude, Islam Gary's a banger too. What do you think about Peruvian Ochoa agreeing to fight Almabayev on short notice? He wants to do it just like Joshua Van. That's the guy who just recently knocked out Cody Durden, correct? I think that's crazy, man. I mean, I don't know if Almabayev's up there as same as Royval win. Justin versus Ilia is planned for November. Why are you the second person that said that? Is there some leak going on behind the scenes right now? Is there some leak going on behind the scenes? Is that what's going on right now? That's wild. Sorry, boys. I'm just looking at something. Shavkat versus Neal was a banger. Yeah, Justin was promised the belt if he beat... Oh, God. Should recreate the Nina Fighting Nerds cringe video with your members. Hell no. Yes, because Dana's known for keeping his promises. That's true. That is very much true. He's known for keeping his promises. Thoughts on Lucas having Islam above Volk, above Jones, and also Armin above Izzy? Dude, I hate the thought of making lists at all, so I don't really know, man. Islam and Volk above Jones. I guess PDs. Also Armin above Izzy. That's a little bit crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hate lists like that in general. It's hard to really differentiate. But yeah, those sound like pretty crazy discrepancies. They're going to have John Jones versus Jeffrey Epstein at the White House. Can't wait. I want an Armin Ilia, but nope. Armin Ilia is a banger, man. They better not make Ilia Justin. John Jones calls out Tom. Who else remembers when Dana said he rewarded the winner of Khamzat Usman with the title fight for stepping up on short notice? For stepping up on short notice, man. Islam versus Boers dream fight would be dope. That'd be crazy, but that's never gonna happen. Islam would be porky at 185, man. Man, how badly would Hamzot have dominated Leon at UFC 300 had he taken that fight? Seriously. How bad would Hamzot have dominated Leon? You guys know how insane that would have been? He would have finished Leon in the first round, I think. But yeah, Dana promised them a title shot. I remember that. And then backtracked multiple times. Then he beats Robert Whitaker afterwards. Still doesn't get a title shot. 319 odds. Ruzaboyev, Andrade shouldn't be underdogs. Okay, I haven't looked at them. I think Gaethje should retire. Agreed. See, Holloway's done with featherweight. I think I did see that. I mean, I thought that was pretty clear. But it's funny, the dude that KO'd him is up a weight class as well now. Imagine what he would have done to Nate. Yeah, the Nate booking was sad, man. The Nate booking was very, very, very sad. UFC 319, Justin Armin winner fights Taporia. Sure. You think Uri has something to do with all the broken Dana White promises? Pretty crazy. You think just routine getting away with not giving guys promised title shots? I have no clue. I just think they say, look, circumstances change, bloody, bloody, bloody. I'm glad Volk is advocating for Mavsar. What did Volk say about Mavsar recently? Not even Hamzat would have won and subbed him in the first round and exposed Leon. He would have brutally exposed him and finished him quick. He would have destroyed Nate Holloway. He knows he's going to look like the biggest coward if he runs back down to featherweight. And probably also knows Ilia ain't sticking around long enough. Probably. I mean, who would want to see that rematch at lightweight? But we've never seen Bilal dumping Leon on his bald spot. That's true. Mavsar, Steve Bone. I think Mavsar will finish Volk. I know it sounds crazy, but I genuinely believe Mavsar would finish Volk. Volk's on the decline, man. He should get out now. I've seen some story that apparently his family wanted him to retire. He should retire now. He should retire now. But yeah, it would have sucked if we got Khamzat Leon because then we never got to see Bilal dumping Leon on his bald spot. Dumping him on his bald spot. Whew. Dumping him on his bald spot. Would have been sick. But who knows? Maybe Khamzat would have done the same thing. If the COVID pandemic never happened, Leon would have never been champ, and his uprise would have ended in 2020, and Hamzat would have been champ in 21. I know. It's crazy that it's taken until 25 for him to even get a title shot. Thank God that fight's official and it's only a month away now. Thank goodness that fight is official. Who you got if Islam Ilia happens? I'll take Islam. Movsar versus Silva for a vacant title. I like that idea. Movsar has some underrated striking. Are we getting Vulk Movsar instead of fake fight with Yair? I hope so. If Movsar beats Pico, they have to give it to him, right? Right? Hold on. Damn. Imagine telling yourself in 2020 you think Hamzot won't see a title shot for 5 years. You think you'd be lying for sure. I know, it's crazy, man. It's actually sad. With these underrated undeserved title shots this year, anything's possible. Vulk has always been chinny. I don't know about that. What is your advice to lost men who happen to hate women? That's bizarre. Very bizarre. Whoa. But yeah, Vulk has always been chinny. I think that's a bit of a exaggeration. Jerry, what's going on, man? You jump on right before we are ending the stream here shortly. But nonetheless, we are here. But what's going on, man? What's going on? Vulk hasn't been chinny. He's only been KO'd by a head kick, flush, and a hook from Ilia. Yeah, dude, he got wrecked by Islam and Ilia. I mean, it was really bad. It was really bad. I hate to ask thoughts on this White House BS, man. The Muay Thai looking better and better these days. It'll never happen. It will never happen. The White House shit is a gimmick, man. Wouldn't even shock me if it's for the streaming rights deal. It's a way to help Dana secure a streaming rights deal. He'll kind of taunt that out there. Excuse me. He'll kind of taunt it out there. Is what I think. He'll taunt it out there, dangle it out there. He's even flirting with the idea of picking him over Prime Habib. That's insane. Even Volk said Islam head kick was more brutal than the Ilia KO. Thoughts? I don't care about his GOAT list, bro. What's update on our alternative couch streaming position? Probably never going to happen. Joe, for you, what was the saddest MMA retirement ever? Anderson Silva. For show. I wonder when Anthony Smith's going to unretire. Does anyone know? Does anybody know? I thought you thought the streaming rights deal was already done. I thought it might be. But I'm just saying that's a theory. Did Silva even get a retirement tribute? He did not. It was in the Apex, man. Some dead Apex. Yeah, Anderson went out bad. What is your opinion on some of the meaningful MMA topics not being discussed right now? Ilia, Islam, Jones just being talked about way too much. What's some low-key stories you want to talk about? I don't know. There's not a whole lot to talk about right now, I don't feel like. So I think that's why everyone's talking about Ilia, Islam. But I don't know. I wish there were some big cards coming up that everyone was talking about. I wish more people talked about Dana White and blamed Dana White over the John Jones fiasco. You know, it's more his fault than Jones' fault. Ilia missing weight. Anthony Smith gonna unretire to put his name in the hat for the White House guard. Why did Silva fight so long? Didn't he? Because Silva loved fighting, man. Silva loved fighting. Silva actually loved. He went out there to entertain the fans. I know he had some stinkers. He loved taunting dudes for the fans. It's just crazy, man. I never had any idea after he beat Stephan Bonner in 2012. Damn. He hasn't won a meaningful fight since he whooped up on Chael Sonnen that time. I had no idea. I never even appreciated it. I thought Anderson was going to reign for another few years. It's been 13 years. 13 years damn near to the date since he had a meaningful win. He's my favorite fighter at the time. Fucked around, lost to Weidman, fucked around, broke his leg. Overturned against Nick Diaz. He did beat Bisping. He got robbed in that Bisping fight, by the way. The Chris Weidman fight was the end of him, unfortunately it was. I missed the in-depth Hunter Campbell North Korean press conference videos, man. Definitely got to do some low-key inside MMA long-form story again like that. Yeah, that just hasn't really existed. Nothing's really come up recently. But as soon as it is, I'll make it. Little bro parlaying is tempting. Walker Tafa, stop. I got the whitest African versus Hamzot. I can't wait till MMA media gaslights us and how Ilia's the GOAT after he submits Gaethje in 10 seconds. Oh, I know. Is UFC dead? Haven't seen a good card in a while. I wouldn't say it's dead. It's not the greatest right now. But yeah, that Hunter Campbell propaganda press conference was crazy. Remember they were going to have a press release and they were going to do this and do that and whatnot, and they never did any of it. So yeah. What's next for Izzy? I don't know. Sean Strickland's ducking. 2-3 good fights max. Imagine Justin clips Ilia. Everyone will say it's a fluke, which I don't blame them. Everyone will say it's a fluke. Silva always came off as arrogant and cocky. No. It's like 2018 and 2022 NFL type period for the UFC. Damn, I used to be a hardcore NFL fan and just stopped. Only real ones remember and watched through the entire presser breakdown. Shit was wild. I've never seen such blatant dick riding and lying. I know. They use Conor McGregor as a media vehicle. I'll never forget that shit. They use Conor McGregor as a media vehicle. What were they saying last year we were making fun of? Like, till you got 5 p.m. to apologize or some shit with Hunter around McGregor? Yeah, they were saying you have until this period to retract. Otherwise, we're suing you. And USADA came out and said, we stand by everything we said. An hour and 32 minutes. It was October 13th, 2023. I mean, if these guys don't look like straight up liars, I mean, they were clearly lying. The media vehicle shit. Man, they were crying up a storm during that presser. They really were. Bro, who wins? Gene Silva or Diego Lopez? Gene Silva. That was a rough period. Oh, yeah, it was a media vehicle. Joey, who would you say is the most skilled? My browser just messed up. Who would you say is the most skilled fighter you've ever watched? I know the popular answer will be Jones or DJ, but I think it's clearly Mahansha. I'll say Jones. Jones was just super well-rounded. The best everywhere, basically. I know people don't think his striking was that good. His striking was damn good, man. Jones was just next level, man. In my opinion. Sean Strickland will need 20-week camp. He looks like he ate himself right now. He's not going to fight Adesanya. He doesn't want to. That's his claim to fame. If Adesanya beats him up, then he loses that. They say, oh, it was a fluke, which it was, by the way. I just knew, man. Knew you were a fellow. I don't know what we're talking about there. All right, boys. I think it's about time to hit the old dusty trail. I should have been live sooner, to be honest. I really should have been live sooner. Hold up. Oh, no. Damn. Damn. Good night, my brother. I said Makhachev because Makhachev can do what Jones did as well, but also had boxing, which Jones kind of lacked. Yeah, but it didn't really matter. Jones' striking was still unbelievable. But listen, boys, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Good night. I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's a weekly live chat. I know, dude. I lose track of the time. It's crazy. So, all right, boys, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you for your support. Will be a video. Predictions will be out tomorrow. Good night.